Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox, and I enter into the world of rumour. And so take this one with a bit of salt, it's just a little bit of fun. But Nicola Sturgeon has released a podcast, and in it she has denied everything. And I mean everything. She's saying she resigned from politics not because she got it spectacularly wrong on every single possible decision she could ever have made in public life. No, that wasn't the decision. That wasn't what drove it. What drove it, she's saying, is all the speculation and the rumour. Then she's denying everything about her private life, her sexuality, her financial situation, her property portfolio, her relationships with people of influence and power. You name it, she's denying it. This woman must be Egyptian because she is in such a state of denial. So I think also she must have met Mr. Tumnus because she's also so far back into the closet that she's practically in Narnia. But we'll take a look at this. It's only a short piece. It's just a bit of fun. I don't necessarily believe anything she says. I don't necessarily say that anything that she said is wrong. But I do think we'll have a look at what she's saying. But, she can't be as innocent as she seems, because if she was, she'd be so naive she would never have gone into politics. Let's look at this article. It is absolutely cracking. So, Nicola Sturgeon resignation. Online rumours played a part, says ex-SNP leader. I wouldn't have thought she listened to them. She didn't appear to listen to anybody when she was in office. Former Scottish First Minister says she needed more privacy and accounts of her life on social media were much more glamorous and exciting than reality. That I can believe. She's a pretty joyless woman, so I don't suppose there was much excitement in her life. But she certainly does need the privacy now. She doesn't want anyone poring over her income, her expenditure, her assets and things like that. So no wonder she's calling for privacy. The former First Minister of Privacy... The former First Minister of Scotland, Nicola Sturgeon, has said the need to seek more privacy in the wake of internet rumours was part of the reason for her resignation. And if you believe that, I've got a bridge to sell you. Sturgeon surprisingly resigned as leader of the Scottish National Party in February, citing the funeral of independence activist Alan Angus as the moment that cemented her decision. Again, do not believe a word of it. Having any sort of sad thoughts at the passing of someone she knew isn't something that would be in her psyche. She is quite psychopathic or even sociopathic. Other people's feelings do not matter to her. Now the former minister has told a new BBC Scotland podcast that online gossip about her had been part of the reason behind the decision. No, the fact that the police were closing in, that you're about to be found out, that you'd seen the numbers of the party falling under your watch, all these things undoubtedly were part of the reason. Your private life, not so much, I think. I'm not naive, she says. I'm not of the view that I will step down one day and be completely anonymous the next. Oh no, you will not be completely anonymous the next day. Those police investigations are still ongoing. She said, I understand the realities of what I have done and I will still be in Parliament, but I want to have a bit more privacy. When you talk about the realities of what you've done, is it the same as what we think you've done? I want to have a bit more anonymity, and I just want to protect some of what people take for granted in their lives that I've forgotten to have. If you have a public life and you force yourself onto the public, you put your head above the parapet, you cannot expect privacy if you become a public figure. So it's a bit ingenuous to demand privacy later on once you've achieved your power. Among the claims she dismissed in the podcast, now they use the word dismissed, it's very telling, was that she was a secret lesbian and had an extramarital relationship with a female French diplomat, with the pair buying a house from tennis star Andy Murray's mother, Judy, as a love nest. Other rumours spread about Sturgeon said she had a global property portfolio and had a super injunction in place to hide the truth. I read accounts of my life on social media and I think, it is so much more glamorous sounding and so much more exciting, she said. And obviously she was replaced as First Minister this week by Humza Yousaf, who himself has got no life and no ability. But there's no way all these rumours cannot all singular be false. There's no smoke without fire. And as I say, she's quite She's quite good at lying, quite adept at lying. But no, going back, I did mention the fact that she's dismissed the rumours. She hasn't explicitly denied the rumours. There is a difference. And there is the Scottish police records on the incident at the castle involving Sturgeon, and let's just say she was eating the ambassador's Ferrero Rocher, and the police had to be called when irons were thrown and all this sort of thing. So there was something going on, but it was all hidden up by the police, who are, of course, desperately under the thumb of the SNP, and certainly were then. But all these other things. If she's so clean, why does she want to hide so much? This is the question, isn't it? She undoubtedly owns many properties. This has been provably so. But, is there an injunction? I don't think the injunction can be in place totally. Otherwise, even The Guardian wouldn't be mentioning it, because a super injunction stops you even mentioning the fact that there's an injunction. It's one of those sort of self-fulfilling prophecies. But I think desperately hiding the truth, but not because she's concerned about her private life so much. More concerned with anyone finding out what's going on. And perhaps, allegedly, and this is speculation only, because I'm sure she's innocent, she doesn't want anyone to know possibly what happened to a figure that's not dissimilar to about £600,000. So, yes, privacy and, covering that up. It is all part and parcel of it. Anyway, I shall come up and round off, but I just think it is odd that she's saying she's dismissing these claims, but not saying she's denying them. Anyway, let's come up, finish off. So there we are. Do we believe her or not? Write in the comments whether you think you believe her or not. Be interested to see a little straw poll of whether, she is in some way believable. I don't think so myself. I'm not necessarily saying that everything's true, but I think there's no smoke without fire, and there does seem to be a lot of smoke. Whether she's lesbian or not is immaterial. It's the fact that she has covered it up for a long time. She has let the speculation go. And why is it only now, at the end, that she's addressing the speculation? Is it because she just generally wants privacy so that people can't question her about other aspects of her life? Did she buy these property portfolios, this international property portfolio? Did she buy Judy Murray's house? That should be easily traceable through the land registry, things like that. So, there is a possibility. But it is all speculation. Anyway, I just thought it was interesting to see that she, as I say, is dismissing this stuff, but not denying it. Anyway, thank you very much for listening. If you like what you're seeing here on the channel, please hit that subscribe button right there and ring the bell for notification of future output. Leave a like, leave a comment, please share the video. And until next time, stay safe, stay well, keep watching for what that woman says and does, because it ain't over yet. And goodbye.